Your relationship with your boss is critical to your success. In a perfect world, this relationship will always be a productive one. But we all know that not everybody in a management role is management material. Or possibly you or your manager are new to the position and you haven't quite hit your stride yet. So, what do? Do you get your resume updated and update your LinkedIn profile? Do you tough it out, fly under the radar and collect your paycheck every week? Or do you manage your boss in order to get what you need to be successful in your career? Wait, what? You manage the manager? You can. It's called managing up. Okay, so there are two things I want you to remember before we go any further. First, managing up works no matter if they're a great manager or not, but it's particularly helpful when your boss is not up to par. Now second, managing up is not about kissing up to your boss, and it's not about making yourself look good. We're talking about a process of consciously working with your supervisor to create the best working relationship possible. Managing up is the idea that you can create this productive relationship by being assertive and taking control of your career. You can't afford to leave your career in the hands of an inept boss. So instead of just sitting back and hoping for the best, you need to proactively work to create a better relationship. This means you're going to need to get to know your boss. Understand what makes them tick. A great way to understand your boss is to determine their DISC personality type. If you're not familiar with DISC personality types, do some quick research. It's a widely recognized and used tool to understand yourself and others. Now, knowing whether your supervisor is a high D, direct and determined, I, interactive with people, S, steady and stable, or C, controlled and controlling, or maybe even a blend, can really help you determine the best way to support them. Knowing your supervisor's DISC type can help you understand their personality traits, their motivations, strengths, weaknesses, and fears. The more you know about your supervisor's personality, the better your working relationship will be. So, let's say you determine that your supervisor is a high I. Now that means that they're very people-oriented and motivated by social recognition. How can you create a better working relationship with them knowing this information? Well, ask them about their accomplishments. High Is are social butterflies. They love to talk. At the beginning of the day, don't come to your supervisor at 8:05 with a problem. Instead, ask how their evening was or whether they did something interesting over the weekend. After some social conversation, then ease into the business-related conversation. In the long run, these conversations will help you build rapport and help you get to know more about your boss and what's important to them. Communication is important to a successful working relationship. You need to really understand what their communication style is. Do they prefer a high-level overview? Do they want updates that include every single detail? Do they want to hear problems or only the solution to the problem? Do they prefer face-to-face conversations or can you send them emails or IMs? It's important to figure this out quickly since bad communication can lead to misunderstanding, doubt, and conflict. It's also important to be proactive in your communication. First, talk to your supervisor about your working style, meaning help them understand how to best help you do your job, because the better you do your job, the better they can do theirs. Second, rather than wait for your supervisor to give feedback on your work, ask them yourself. And third, keep your supervisor in the loop. Don't wait for them to ask how a project is going. Instead, give them frequent updates on its progress. Managing up is not just about personality traits and communication styles. So let's talk about a few other things to do and keep in mind as you manage your manager. Now, first, and maybe the most important, is to do your job well. This means showing up on time, being productive, taking your job seriously, and giving your best. Supervisors know if you're just going through the motions. Help your boss effectively delegate projects. Ask for as much information as you can at the start so that you or your manager aren't constantly sending off emails with questions. Schedule meetings to keep each other up to speed. Ask for more responsibilities. Chances are you're interested in being promoted at some point in your career, right? So make yourself more visible to your supervisor. and to their supervisors by asking for more work that you're confident you can do. Whether you have a brand new supervisor, a supervisor you don't see eye to eye with, or a supervisor who's just plain bad at their job, ultimately, your job is to make your supervisor more successful. The more successful your supervisor is, the more successful you are. You can survive and even thrive by taking control of the situation and managing up.